I want to show here the new batteries I got. Lithium ion, 1.5 volts. So usually when we have our door lock, we use those regular batteries here. Let's see. They have 1.59 volts. 1.59. This is when they're full. Those Energizer batteries, they have 1.5 volts. They say 1.59 in this case. They will be in there and they will work perfectly fine with the door lock. And the door lock says to only use those. Now, alternatives would be rechargeable batteries. And there is always the problem that the voltage of rechargeable batteries is not high enough. So let's try those Duracell rechargeables here, those. They have 1.3 volts only. They make some, they have 1.2. Those here are a little higher, 1.3. They have 1.3 for a while. And then at one point, they drop down to a voltage where, when the original batteries would have the voltage, where the door lock would tell you to replace the batteries. And that's the problem. So they are not dead yet, but the voltage goes so low that the door lock thinks your batteries are dead, and then you get this message all the time. Now, another alternative here would be this here. And those are, I'm gonna get them all out. New batteries. Those are lithium ion batteries. A new kind. Lithium ion batteries have a problem. They have a voltage that is too high. So if you use a regular lithium ion battery like this here, and you measure it, it has 4 volts, right? 3.7 would be the nominal voltage. That would be way too much. That would be twice as much as one of those. So you can't use those. They will blow up your door lock. Those are 1.5 volt lithium ICs, 1.5. They always have 1.5. So the reality of this battery is there is a battery in there that is a little shorter than you see here. And in the tip, it has a computer and an LED and stuff like that. So it has a tiny little microcomputer in there that makes out of the 3.7 that comes out of a lithium ion into 1.5. So it downgrades it. And it keeps it at this voltage the whole time until last minute. And the last minute it drops it down to a little less. And then it turns the battery off. So there's actually a switch in there that turns it off, that you cannot discharge it more than what is good or bad for the battery. Now, same when you charge it. It has an LED in there where you can see that this thing is still functional, right? So those are much, much better. But they need special chargers that can be used with those batteries, because the charger also needs to be aware of this. This is a computer-powered 1.5 volt battery. That's why X-Star makes those batteries. Here's an example. This is one of those chargers that has 8 charge ports. You can charge 8 batteries at the same time. We can charge those Duracell batteries here. Let's see when we put those in, what happens. It's number 3 here. It says 1.2 volt nickel metal hydride battery. Look at this. That's what that is. Those are obviously not rechargeable. If you try, they may explode. And then those are the 1.5 volt ones. Here, I'm going to put them all in. Look at this. Here you immediately see it says 1.5 volt lithium ion battery. It recognizes all 4 of them. And you see those green LEDs blinking. So there is a LED inside of this battery that blinks when it charges correctly. Okay? So because the tip of this whole thing here, like it, hard to say, like it's less than the copper head here, half of the copper head, that or 3/4 of the copper head is electronics in it that manages all this. Okay, and yeah, so let's put those into the door lock, And then we will see they will last for a very, very long time. Longer than those, even though they have the same capacity. Here you cannot use the full capacity because the door lock goes into dead battery mode before the battery is even dead. Those here will last very long, much longer than those. The only problem we have here is when they say we are dead, when the door lock says the battery is going low, you really have to change within hours of that happening, right? Otherwise you run the risk of that your door lock doesn't work anymore. All right, so I hope you liked this video, and I see you later with more stuff, right? So if you're interested in this charger, that's how this thing looks like. It does all those types of batteries. It has a wide compatibility, and it can charge 8 at once. That's amazing to it. All right, watch my video on that one.